angst in marriages, and one of the things Dr. Debbie has pointed out is that sex becomes a symptom. And trying to utilize some couples that have come to us, and you went through a therapy session with these guys yesterday, right?
Yeah, and it was really amazing to sit with them because when we met, you know, I think Matt wasn't sure if this would even be helpful to you, you know, and you were saying, I hope this could help, or we're willing to try anything. And the transformation in just one session was incredible. You know, so I have so much hope for this couple because really in 1 hour, things turned around, and Matt saw something he never saw before.
Let's take a look at your counseling session. Take a look at this. This is Nicole and Matt with Dr. Debbie yesterday. Take a look at this.
Tell me what's going on.
He says, well, you always say that having 2 kids is like having 2 full-time jobs, so just do your full-time job.
If I'm going out and working and coming home and she's calling that a full-time job taking care of 2 kids when she doesn't have to be financially responsible for anything, then I think that it should be done.
He makes me feel worthless. I don't like feeling like that.
So do you really feel that he loves you, or you sometimes question it?
No. I feel like you're just going through the motions.
When I do stuff, you know, it doesn't seem like I'm really that much appreciated.
It's not just rejection, but there's some anger involved on your end. You know, I'll do it, but I'm not going to really enjoy it. I'll do it, but don't expect me to be involved in it.
It feels like the only time he wants to be with me is if he wants to have sex with me. And I don't like that. It almost makes me feel gross.
How does it feel to you when she rejects you? Let's talk about your feelings.
I feel like it's, you know, if I would be more romantic or if I would do nice stuff, then more stuff would possibly be able to happen.
Each one of you does not feel appreciated for what you're bringing into the marriage. Because you're hurting and you're hurting. So you want it to be mean. You want to hurt him?
Yeah. Because I feel hurt. I feel like if he's going to do it to me, he deserves it back.
And what's that like for you to hear?
It hurts me, you know. I didn't know that she felt that angry at me for not wanting to help around the house.
She feels very worthless and unloved, right? And in those moments, I think you feel worthless and unloved.
Yeah.
You know, what really loving somebody means is to try to give your partner what they need, not just take what you need.
I feel like I've given him everything. I feel like I've done everything.
But that's not what he's saying.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
That's why I don't understand.
How does that feel to you, Nicole? That he wants to try to do what you've been asking?
I don't feel like he's being honest because he's never honest with me. He's said things like that before and it doesn't happen.
Do you feel that it's different this time?
I do.
Okay, how come?
I didn't know that you really felt that way about like the stuff that you've been saying.
It's new awareness for you.
Very new.
Again, welcome Matt and Nicole to the show. Powerful. So how was last night? I didn't know that. Let me jump to some chase. What about last night? Y'all were here in New York, right?
Yeah.
We were out late. We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. We went out and saw everything we wanted to see, and we were out till about 11:45 last night.
Well, late 11:45.
Well, that's pretty fast. We had 2 kids.
11:45, so then you got back to the hotel.
Yeah, we didn't fight.
And
he's waiting for. I just we're going with it.
And took a shower and went to sleep.
We slept.
I'm just asking. Was everything okay?
Yeah. Everything was fine.
All right.
We didn't fight. We had a good time.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Nicole, you started to tear up just now watching the tape. So what was going on for you?
It was hard to watch that.
How come? Tell us why.
Because I don't really, I mean, I get emotional with him, but I don't ever really get emotional and tell him exactly how I feel. And it was just hard saying that because, I don't know, it's just different for us. Because we don't talk about things, you know.
Well, now, wait a second. But now, whoa. You said, so it's different about us because we don't talk about things.
Yeah.
Well, why not now change that paradigm? Because yesterday you talked about things, right? So stop saying we don't talk about things.
Right.
We just learned yesterday how to talk about things. And from this point forward, now the norm will be him attempting to be more honest and you doing the same.
Yeah.
That should be the norm, right?
Yes, absolutely. You were going to say something, Matt.
You made a good point yesterday. We tend to back each other into corners, and we put our defenses up, and she's saying mean things, and I've got to say mean things back, and instead of doing that, yesterday we sat down for a good hour, and we said, hey, if we put all that aside and we worry about, like what you were talking about, comforting each other in a time that we need to be comforted, you know, and that's what really helped. Instead of, like you said, instead of backing each other into corners and poking and picking at stuff, just take the good and roll with it.
Oh, that's great.
I got to take a break, too, right now, but also, before I do that, the underlying problem here with these guys has been the fact that they've been together for 6 years and spent less than a month talking. There's no communication.
Yeah, that's a huge problem. And also what was not shown in the tape is that they've been angry at each other since the day they started dating. I mean, if we went into their history, there's been a buildup of anger upon anger upon anger where they've been really mean to each other, you know, but in these very subtle ways. So that's what he's talking about, being backed into a corner. So that's what's been affecting their sex life and everything else in their relationship.
I got to take a break. Before we go, I want you to take a look at this. My next couple say,